everybody doing today? All right. Kirk Fletcher here. And yes, I would like to say, first off, Eddie Van Halen, his passing really affected me because, when I was a kid, Eddie Van Halen was it. He was, the guitar king, from where I come from in California. You would see his posters in all the music stores. You would see him on the cover of all the magazines. And my older brother, Walter, is the first person to tell me about Eddie Van Halen, and it was just when you hear his music and you hear the things that he was doing on the guitar as a 8, 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid, you're just so fascinating and you don't really think about genre or anything. You're just thinking about this amazing talent. So, I would definitely say that amazing talent, in spite of the genre and everything, is very, inspirational, inspiring. It's like with the great musicians like Eddie Van Halen, Jimi Hendrix, Jaco Pastorius, Miles Davis. This kind of transcends genre to a certain degree. B.B. King, Albert King, those guys transcend genre. It's just brilliant what they were able to do. Some with more notes, some with less notes, some more melodic than others, some more direct, So I would just definitely say, like Eddie Van Halen, when I was a kid, he was the guy, and he remained the guy, because his playing and later on, just understanding he was writing the songs, and his rhythm playing, him and Alex Van Halen, it was incredible. And it just, every time I would see Eddie Van Halen, his picture or something like that, it always bring me back to my childhood and being in my room for endless hours practicing the guitar, just my love of playing the guitar and trying all of the tricks and hammer-ons and all that kind of stuff. It was just always, a lot of fun, and just brings me back to that innocent, just practicing all the time, So I just wanted to say, may he rest in peace and may his memory live on. I know it sure will with me, And another part of it too is technique, the technique of, Eddie Van Halen and guitar players from that era and earlier in the 70s. When I came on the scene, when I was coming up, as a young man, technique was very important, learning how to pick, and alternate pick and all of these different things, until this gentleman, Eric Johnson, came on the scene a little bit later. But, he's an amazing guitar player too. But, this alternate picking in like metal music and rock music and everything and being really proficient, and basically what I done from the church background and having to play at these super fast tempos and hearing all of this, what I had to do was basically relearn, try and use this technique in a musical way and learn how to use this to execute the ideas that I was thinking about, like pick slurs and, maybe staccato picking like in more of a Buddy Guy type way, or just being able to, execute melodic lines and things like that, and just different techniques and things like that. So I was able to kind of hone that into, what my technique is now, And really, I would say that this was very important on my foundation, is to have a technique on the instrument, Something like, when you just think of like, just things like that, and being able to flow freely. And if you're thinking of something, be able to execute it, things like that, being able to execute different things and being able to know about your pick attack and what kind of sounds you want to get from, varying your pick attack. Maybe pick harder, maybe pick softer for different tones, and just drawing sound and tone out of the instrument. So I think it's very important, for the modern blues player to, definitely have some technique. I mean, unless he's going for, a certain thing. I mean, it's really, for my style, technique was somewhat important. I don't have the technique of some of my friends, but, for what I want to do and what I want to execute. And also, technique can be to play something really swampy or something too, like if you're playing. Your technique shouldn't get in the way of you being able to play something soulful and, more low down or something like that too. You want to be able to play all of it, and vary your technique for whatever you're playing and make it sound authentic in a way, I guess, at least for me. So yeah, I would say, technique is very important. And I would also say that, yeah, like melodic ideas and, being able to have that large grab bag is ultra important. I've been on this phrasing thing for a while for the last few videos. But yeah, I just think it's very important, and just thinking outside the box a little bit from, it's sort of like they always say you are what you eat. And I think you are what you listen to, and if you're listening to more melodic things, and experiencing different things like that, and letting it affect how you write songs or play music, I think it'll be very great. All right, so I hope everybody's doing okay out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Please subscribe to the channel. All right, take care.